Alright, let's keep talking about the Raven Queen, but this time about some of the cults that popped up around her. Dragon Magazine issue 171 is a very dense final rundown of the Raven Queen, and is the last publication centered around her in 4th edition. We won't learn more about her until 5th edition. In Deities and Demigods theme Raven Queen's Misbegotten, we learn about 3 different cults that popped up around this young death goddess. Some of them don't like her, and I'll let you decide which ones are for or against the Raven Queen. The Cabal of the Reckoning Star. Ooh, very dramatic name. I don't know how else to put this. This is a rapture cult. These guys are looking for the titular star as a sign of the end times. They believe that being alive is a prison put onto them by the other deities, and believe that only in death can they find true purpose at the Raven Queen's side. They kind of pervert her whole deal and, in my opinion, make her look bad. Luckily, this sect is very small and doesn't have a lot of influence within the Raven Queen's clergy. Notable members of this group is the Mad Prophet, Aeshabal, and the current leader, Dylus the Unhinged. The Cabal's members are also described as ambitious and mad. They sound like they're fun to have at parties. Moving on. The Stained Page. The reason why I keep coffee away from my sketchbooks. These guys are wild. These guys started out as war medics and they looked at all those bodies and went, hey, I think we can still use these, and started harvesting soul residue. Soul residue is kind of what it sounds like. It's what is left behind after someone's untimely demise, which implies that a very small part of the soul remains in the material plane when the larger portion flies off to meet the Raven Queen. These cultists want to essentially steal power from the Raven Queen by collecting whatever is left of the soul in the material plane to do anything from gaining power to supernaturally extending their lifespans. Their, I presume, founder, Mother Kalana, used soul residue to lengthen her lifespan. Raven Queen doesn't like that. She doesn't like that at all. What I thought was interesting was that the article states that the power the Raven Queen stripped from Kalana was divine in nature, so given a few hundred or thousand years, Kalana could have challenged the Raven Queen for her domain. The last guys we'll talk about are the Seekers of the Rotting Skull. These guys are grade A, chaotic evil haters. When the Raven Queen defeated Nerul to take his divinity and domain, some of his priests really didn't like that. Part of their deal is to pretend to be Raven Queen devotees to undermine her and her clergy. The other part of their deal is to go find Nerul's godly carcass back in Pluton. I don't know how they plan to identify his body parts, but good luck, I guess. So this video closes everything we learned about the Raven Queen in 4th edition. Thanks for watching. Follow to learn what 5th edition has in store for the Raven Queen, and have a magical day. Bye bye.